My name's Amelia Chapman. I am a VMA major at Emerson College. My dream career? I'm in Europe and I'm doing stuff there, hopefully directing, maybe head editor of some like documentary or nonprofit for like activism. That'd be ideal. It was always sort of like when you're a kid and you're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? First it was like, I'm going to be a rock star or a teacher or the first female president, and then it was like movie director. But I had to kind of narrow it down more, so then it kind of became, in 2020 especially, with everything going on, I became more interested in like political and activism film. And then now recently just realizing how much I enjoy documentary, it's sort of like the career path is coming more into focus, I'd say. I was jealous of the other 10-year-olds on my 5th grade bus with their iMovie and their iPod touches.
Heroes of the world are uniting. The heroes of the world unite. Sorry, it's Shakira. I'm addicted to her. Anyway, so here we have the heroes. Woo!
The thing is like these kids on the bus, they were like kind of fooling around and just videoing each other, like having a goofy time, and the main thing was that I could do better than that. Like I could make a narrative. I was like, I have actors, I don't know, I feel like I could execute it better than they were, so I mean, that's sometimes the biggest motivation sometimes. And I said, I guess I have to save up for an iPod Touch, and so it was coming in January, and I had to wait months. But then when it came, I got to download iMovie, and I made a bunch of like trailers with like my cousins and stuff, and then it turned into weird little short narrative alien horror films, and then somewhere along the lines, it became a career path.
Don't let this happen to you. Get bug spray, now in a can.
Right, kids, last present under the tree. Oh, it's for me. What is it? Insurance!
Yay! Phantasma. Me and my cousins, we went to Italy and we rented out this villa, our parents, not us. I was 12. We made this sort of like horror ghost film. It was about 12 minutes, taking place in this cool villa and whatever, and since we had the whole week to work on it, we had a lot of like time put into it, where we put like, one fun thing we did was when Kat gets dragged into a pizza oven from the ghost, naturally, we had to have it open by itself, so we're like, okay, dental floss, you won't see it, and then like pulling, and that was fun, just using little like props and effects and stuff like that. Little bits of experience I've gained just from like, I don't know, being 11 and knowing, okay, we need to get room tone first, guys. Like, I didn't know that word, obviously. I just, like, knew kind of what I had to do. So then coming to school and, like, learning the words for these methods that I've been using since I was, like, a kid. Just, like, shooting on a little iPod Touch. Like, I don't know, it's kind of cool watching it come together. I think my favorite part of the process in filmmaking is watching it come together in the editing room. And I know that a lot of people are like, oh, I hate editing, my least favorite part. I get that, but also I love editing. Like that's when you can film the whole thing on set and be like, wow, that went really great, guys, and like get like fulfillment out of that. But like seeing it all kind of unfold and watch that vision come to life is probably my favorite part, and kind of where the high comes from, I'd say. Well, fun fact, my aunt went to Emerson, and then like the more I learned about Emerson and kind of like some of the programs they offer, and then the location and like just the general vibe, the more like perfect it ended up becoming. I applied, and as I was applying, I was just like, no, this feels like more right than any other school. And I don't think it necessarily has to do with the fact that my aunt was an alumni, but like it's always kind of been a part of my life in that sense, and I've kind of known about it, and so like learning more was just kind of like perfect. I didn't really question whether I would get in. It was sort of like I kind of already knew, because I knew it was the right school for me, so it was more of like, where am I going to be when I find out that I got in? On the highway with my mom, and she almost crashed the car. We'll let you know this month. So I was like, okay, we have a big window here. And anyway, I refreshed it, and they had the whole message of like, you have an update on your portal, and I was like, this is it, either yes or no. And it was getting towards the end of the month, so I didn't know my mom was getting super nervous. And then there was purple confetti on the screen, and congratulations. And then I like said very calmly to my mom, I was like, I got in. And she's like, what? And I was like, it's to Emerson. They just sent me the email. There's confetti. And I show her. And for some reason, the confetti was what did it. So she's like, what? Oh my God! and she's screaming and whooping as she's driving. She's like, I shouldn't be on the highway right now. And then she's like, call your dad, call dad right now. In the future, I hope to hopefully start my career and establish some experience in Europe, maybe like the UK, maybe Italy at some point. I'm down to learn another language, and I want to do like social movements and issues and stuff like that, and whether that be for like a nonprofit, a political race of some sort, but also just like telling stories through documentary. Like, it's important being a filmmaker though. Like, you can like make like comedy skits and like little narrative films, and those are like awesome and fun, but when you bring sort of like an extra depth of meaning or a message behind it, like that's really what I'm all about. I kind of want to like do inspiring stuff and whatever and help people. Oh, I'm so cheesy. 10-year-old Amelia, her dreams are coming true. Like, she would be so excited. I think about that a lot. I'd be like, oh my god, if 12-year-old me could see me, like, I don't know, with this equipment right now, or like, I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool to, like, you think, like, oh, I'm not good enough. There's so many people around me who have been on way more sets than me. There are people who, like, know what they're doing. There's people who know how to gaff. But then it's like, you look back, you're like, no, there's so much progress that you've made already that a lot of times that people just don't notice in themselves. So I kind of have to remind myself that too. Like, being here is just like, you've wanted this your whole life, so like, just be easy on yourself. So yeah.